What's going on, guys? Back here again with another episode of Mornings with Baris. Today's episode 9. And today's episode is going to be about... Here we go. Don't force anything. Don't force anything. Okay? But before we get into that, as usual, we're going to do our little breathing technique, okay? So, for those of you who are new, 3 breaths, three inhales, 3 exhales, okay? Your inhale is going to be about 3 to 5 seconds. You're going to hold it for about 3 seconds, and you're going to exhale for another 3 to 5 seconds, okay? We're going to do that 3 times, all right? And if you feel like you need to do more, then go ahead. The whole point of this is to calm us down, all right? Because we're waking up, you know, some of us may be in, you know, certain situations where there's a lot of stress or whatever, you know, negative things are bothering you. So the whole point of the breathing technique is to bring yourself back to the present, to bring yourself to the now moment, all right? Whatever is bothering you, whatever negative things are going on around you, right now, we don't have to worry about that. Right now, you don't have to worry about that. All you need to worry about right now in this moment is focusing on me, right? You came to watch this video. So right now, all that matters is that you watch this video, okay? So the best way to help us get our mind off of all that other stuff, all that outside noise, we practice breathing techniques, okay? It brings us to the now, we focus on the breathing, and it calms us down and it relaxes us, and then we can go on forward learning what we need to learn, okay? So, here we go. First breath. Go ahead, loosen up. And you're gonna breathe in, all right? Just go ahead, start by exhaling first, empty out all the air in you, and then you'll take your first breath, okay? So start now. Empty everything out. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Again. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Okay? Get rid of all that negative baggage, all the energies that are around you, get rid of it. We're a little bit more calm. We're a little bit more sedated. We can continue on, okay? All right. First thing we're going to talk about. Today's topic. Don't force anything. Okay? Look, with everything going on right now, and I know I keep referring back to what's going on right now, but I know I feel like it's very relevant, okay? Don't force anything. There's a lot going on right now. There are so many opinions on this side. There's so many opinions on that side. There are facts on this side. There are facts on that side. There's wild things out there that some of us would have never imagined would ever come out, right? I'm pretty sure some of you guys have heard about the UFOs, stuff that's going on. Doesn't necessarily mean aliens, but then there's been things about aliens coming out. So there's a lot of wild stuff. Whether that's true or not, I'm not saying that. I actually have my own opinion. I'm probably gonna make a video on that pretty soon. But I do think it's true, but just not the way that they're saying it. But don't force anything. We're all getting so much information. A lot of us, we're so used to believing this, and then we're getting hit, you know, on the blind side by this, and we're like, whoa, wait, this goes against everything that I believed in. This goes against everything that I was taught. This goes against everything that I thought the world was based upon, right? So a lot of stuff is coming. A lot of people are getting confused. A lot of people are getting lost. You may be, if you are one of those people who believe you know the truth and you're trying to get others to know the truth and they're not listening or they don't want to listen, I'm telling you right now, don't force anything. Don't force it. You're just going to make it worse for yourself, okay? You have to understand that exactly the example that I just said. A lot of people are so used to living their life a certain way. A lot of people are so used to believing in what they believe in for their whole life that even though what you're saying might be true, you have to understand that they've been following this program for however many years. Now, to all of a sudden cancel that program and adopt this new program that you're telling to adopt, you have to understand that that's going to cause some kind of stress. You have to understand that, right? Even if everything you're saying is right, everything what you're saying is true, you have to understand that a lot of people are not going to want to hear it, okay? So now that's going to end up putting you in a bad position, right? Because then you're going to start feeling like you're alone. You're going to start feeling like you're crazy. You're going to start feeling like, what is going on? Why doesn't anybody believe me? Oh my God, I'm doing everything. You know, I got the proof. I have the proof, but they don't even want to hear the proof. I got the proof. They don't even want to see the proof. I have all the facts. And when I try to bring it up to them, it seems like it makes them more mad. It makes them crazy. What am I doing? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? You're not crazy. You're just waking up. That's it. You're not crazy. You're just unplugging from the matrix. Okay? And you have to understand that a lot of people are not ready to do that. Especially in the way that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Most people, if they're gonna make a change, they want to take little steps. They want to ease their way into it. Nobody likes to make a big life change all of a sudden. Nobody likes to have a bunch of years of information dropped on them all at once. You know, so understand that. That fact right there, that alone right there, you understanding that right there will change everything. Okay? Understand that some people are just not ready. They're not ready. And now you're probably going to be like, how can they not be ready, bro? Like, all of this stuff is coming out. If you're not ready now, when are you going to be ready? How much more do they need to start believing? That's on them. That's an inner issue. That's something you will not be able to make happen. You cannot make somebody wake up until they're ready to wake up. Okay? Just think back. Think back. At one point in time, you yourself were doing something that certain people didn't agree with, right? Maybe it was your parents, or maybe it was your spouse. You were doing things that you felt like you wanted to do, and it was beneficial for you in your way, but other people who didn't really like what you were doing, they weren't really comfortable with it. They weren't trying to hear it. So they were trying to tell you to do something different, right? They were trying to tell you, hey, stop doing that, or you should probably do this, this will be better for you. But you didn't listen to them, right? Why? Because you weren't ready to wake up, right? You weren't ready to accept the truth. You wanted to continue doing what you were doing because it worked for you and that's what you liked, right? And then probably somewhere down along the line, reality kicked in, and then you realized, hey, what I'm doing is not right, and those people were telling the truth. And then maybe you started making the changes, right? Most likely. So you have to look at this situation for other people just like that. You may have been there. You're there. You know the truth. You see all the lies. You see through all the BS. That's great and that's awesome. But you have to understand that certain people are not there yet. And that's nothing. There's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is, it's like that saying, you have to, the day you plant the seed is not the day you get the fruit, right? Something like that. I haven't posted up. I should know it, but something like that. So all you can do is keep planting. You planted the seed, right? You tried to plant the seed. You actually did, just by letting them know and making them be aware of it. You planted the seed. But here's the thing, you're expecting the fruits to come up ASAP. It's not how it happens. It's not gonna happen like that. All you can do, you planted the seed already. All you can do now is come back every now and then and water it. Grab the little thing, the pail of water it, and hope that it grows in the time that you want it to grow, but understand that it might not, and it might take a little longer, okay? So don't force anything, all right? A lot of you need to start getting comfortable being the only one knowing your truth. Okay? This is something that applies to me too. When I was going through all my stuff with PTSD, when I was going through all my internal issues that I was dealing with from childhood traumas that I'm still dealing with, I'm a whole lot better now, but I'm still dealing with certain things, right? I went to mental health. That's when I started taking my mental health seriously. I was starting to go to, because I was in the military, I was in the Army. You get the free benefits, well, not necessarily free because I had to, do what I had to do in the military for it. But you get these benefits after you get out. And one of the benefits are being able to see a mental health counselor if you feel like you need it. It took me forever to go there because I felt like I didn't need it. I wanted to continue doing what I thought would work for me. So I never went until things got serious, right? And I had no other choice but to start going to mental health. But let me tell you, when I started going to mental health, that's when everything started changing for me. After I gave my life to God and then things started changing, the first big step I took was seeing my mental health doctor. And that changed my life. One of the biggest things that she told me, that she helped me realize, was that I needed to start getting comfortable being the only one knowing my truth. Because once I started going to mental health, I started healing myself, right? That started the healing process for me. And I started to figure out stuff about my past. I started to fix issues. It helped me realize why I act the way I act now, for both bad and good. You know what I'm saying? It helped me go back to my roots. And there were a lot of things that I uncovered, right? And a lot of things that I was able to fix. So once you fix something, like let's say you have these serious issues and you finally fix it. The first thing in your head that you're probably gonna do is, you're probably gonna try to find other people who have those same issues that you had, and you're gonna tell them, hey, I found the answers, I got them, look, I finally fixed it for myself. Now I can fix it for you. Look, this is it. And you know what happened? A lot of them, they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear it. Even though they probably knew in their head that, hey, he's right. He used to be like me, and now he's no longer like me. He fixed those issues that he had. So he might be right. But listen, they weren't ready for the changes that they had to make, right? Whenever I brought up mental health, people think mental health is crazy. People think you have to be crazy to go to mental health, or mental health is for crazy people. No, mental health is not just for crazy people. Mental health is for all people. It's your mental health, the health of your mentality, your mind. Is that not as important as your physical? A lot of us go to the gym to improve our physical capabilities, right? Our physical outlook, our physical strength. Going to mental health or being in some type of mental health environment is going to the gym for your mind in a way. Doesn't it make sense? If you're going to be improving your body, why not strengthen your mind too? In my opinion, that's what mental health is. That's why I feel like everybody can benefit from it. Not just people who are going through things, not just people who are in bad positions in life. Anybody can benefit from mental health. Even the person at the top. I guarantee if you start going to mental health, whatever, even though you think your life is perfect, I guarantee it'll be 10 times perfect. Okay? But I had to get comfortable being the only one knowing my truth. I had all the answers to fix my alcoholic issues. I had all my answers to fix my dependency issues with other people, right? So I fixed all that. I had the answers, and I was trying to help other people, in my family, close friends. They weren't trying to hear it. So when I went back to my doctor and tried to talk to her about that, one of the things she told me was, you have to start getting comfortable being the only one knowing your truth. Because what? Not everybody's ready to change. Not everybody's ready to unplug from the matrix. Okay? So, that does suck. It's gonna suck being the only one knowing your truth. But it's only temporary. It's only temporary. Because the truth always prevails. Alright? But we'll get to that. But for now, if you find yourself in that position where, okay, I know the truth, I tried to give it to them, they don't want to hear it, so what? Just accept the fact that they're gonna call me crazy and, I just gotta let them go? Yes. Let them believe what they want to believe in. You cannot force anybody to believe what you want them to believe. Just like nobody can force their opinions, their ways of living, their religions and all that on you. They can't force any of that on you, right? You won't allow somebody to force their ways of living and thinking onto you. So why would you expect you to be able to do that to them? Okay? You can't. Let them believe what they want. Express your feelings. There's nothing wrong with expressing your feelings. Let them know. I'm not saying to ignore and let people go down the road they're going down. No. Always express your feelings. Respectfully express to them how you feel. Let them know what you want them to know. But if your words start to fall on deaf ears, if your words start to go in one ear and out the other, if your words end up, you're telling them, they hear you, but they're not really listening to you, let them believe what they want to believe. You have to let it go. You can't do anything anymore. Anything else that you do after that is going to be forcing. And that's going to make things worse. It's going to cause more tension, more freaking division. So don't force it. Let them believe what they want to believe. Now, you're probably thinking, if I let them believe what they want to believe, they're going down a wrong path, blah, blah, blah. They have to figure it out. It's on them. That is not your responsibility. All you can do is all you can do. All you can do is let them know. What's that saying? You can bring a horse to the river, but you can't make it drink the water. That is exactly what needs to be applied right now. Lead them to the water. Let them know. Man, even better. Bring a bucket of water to them. Do that. But understand that when they turn away from it or they deny it, it's on them. You can't force them to do it. Okay? So let them believe what they want. In time, the truth always prevails. Think back. Think back to when, that example I used earlier. When you were living your life a certain way at one point, right? You weren't trying to hear what anybody said. You wanted to do what you thought you wanted to do. You wanted to do what you wanted to do, right? People try to tell you, hey, don't do this, don't do that. You should probably do this. You weren't trying to hear, right? But eventually, what did I say earlier? Reality eventually kicks in somewhere along the line, right? And then you wake up and you're like, damn, they were right. Everything they said was right. I can't believe I didn't listen to them, right? Because what? The truth always prevails. So just like that happened for you, that's what's gonna happen for them, okay? You just have to let them go and let them figure it out on their own. Just like a parent and their child. A parent is gonna want their child to be as protected as possible, right? But eventually they're gonna reach a point, right? When they're like 18 and they go to college and they go away or they join the military or whatever. They leave the house, right? They leave the bird nest. A parent's not gonna want that. But a parent eventually has to understand, right? They eventually end up understanding that you have to let the bird fly. You gotta let them figure it out on their own. You can't protect them the whole time. You can't. So this is that same situation. Let them believe what they want. In time, the truth will prevail. Now, when that truth does come out, when that truth eventually comes out, there's gonna be a lot of feelings in you. You're gonna want to tell a lot of people, I told you so, I told you so, didn't I tell you? I told you so, what did I tell you? Nah, you didn't want to listen. You guys were calling me crazy. You guys were saying I don't know what I'm talking about. You're gonna want to do all that, right? But I'm telling you, don't do that. Why don't do that? We need to operate out of love. Okay? When that time comes, if that time comes, you need to operate from love. When they come back, don't shame them. Don't guilt them. Talk to them. But don't judge them. Don't punish them. They're just waking up. Okay? So, if they end up coming back, because some people, they might realize the truth, but some people got too much ego, too much pride to admit that they were wrong. So they'll probably never let you know that you were right. But some of them will, okay? The ones who are not afraid of the shame or the guilt or the humility, they're gonna come back. They're most likely gonna ask for your help, okay? They're probably not gonna apologize, but you will know that they want to apologize through their actions, okay? They probably won't tell you, but you'll know it, all right? Because they'll start asking you for the stuff that you were trying to tell them anyway before, but they denied you, but now they're here asking for you. Operate out of love, please. You're gonna wanna do the whole I told you so. You're gonna wanna do all that. Don't do it, all right? Because all that's gonna do is you're gonna make them feel bad. They're already trying to open up to you. They already realize that they messed up. So if you were to do that, you're gonna push them away. You're gonna make them think less of themselves. It's just gonna make more negativity. Yeah, you're gonna feel good for that good 5 or 10 minutes. You're gonna feel like, you're gonna feel like you're the boss, bro. Like you were right the whole time. But then after that, you're gonna feel guilty. You're gonna be like, damn, bro, like it's not even worth it. And it's not, okay? So operate out of love. When they come back, don't shame them. Don't guilt them, bro. Just talk to them. Talk to them. You can have that conversation. Talk to them. Be like, hey, I did kind of, try to tell you, but I understand maybe you just weren't ready. But, it's all good. Like, as long as you're willing to listen to me now, I have no problem accepting you back. And I have no problem actually teaching you and putting you up on the game that you need. That's what I do. Yes, it's taking the high road, and yes, it's gonna suck, but it's only temporary. Because then you get the satisfaction. If you really need the satisfaction of being right, you will get it. The fact that they're here now, the fact that they're reaching out to you now, that's the satisfaction. And you know what? Sometimes in life, you're not always gonna be able to publicly win. Sometimes you're gonna have to win privately. You're gonna get those secret wins. It is what it is. It sucks. I get a lot of them, but it sucks. But it is what it is, man. You just gotta live with it, all right? So they're just waking up. All right, they're unplugged from the matrix. Just help them. Operate from love. In fact, that's something we should do at all times, not even just for these situations. Operate from love. When you operate from love, it has room for growth. It has room for potential friendships and all that. You know what I'm saying? Anything other than love leaves room for error. It leaves room for destruction. Just operate from love. It's going to suck for a lot of you guys because you don't want to. You want to just be in their face and be like, I told you. But don't, okay? Don't. It is what it is. Right now, there's a lot of BS going on. The last thing we need is you arguing with your friend, you arguing with your family member that they didn't listen to you. I told you so. We don't need all that. All right, just take care of each other, bro. That's all we need to do. It really is. Okay. So let's recap. Don't force anything. Okay. Start getting comfortable being the only one knowing your truth. It's gonna suck, but that's life, man. All right. What do you want? Would you rather be happy or right? I just want to be happy. I want to keep the peace. Yes, I would love to be right, you know, especially when people tell me I'm wrong. I would love to, once the truth comes out, to I was right the whole time. Of course I want to do that, but it causes more pain than pleasure. So start getting comfortable being the only one knowing your truth. That makes life 10 times easier. Let them believe what they want. You can bring a horse to the river, but you can't make it drink the water. All you can do is all you can do. Plant your seed, and then just keep coming back every now and then to water it. But never force it. If you force it, you're going to cause more tension. You're going to cause more division. Don't do that. Let them come to you, all right? Don't. If you have information that you know is going to be beneficial to somebody, but you know that they're not ready to hear it, don't force them to hear it. Let them come to you. Let them specifically ask for you. Then you can drop it all on them. But if they're not specifically asking for it, I know you're going to want to, and it may make you feel like, what the heck, I'm just trying to save this person. But they don't want to be saved. They don't. You just got to understand that and accept it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Whatever happens, even if something bad happens after that, it's not your fault. Everybody is responsible for their own lives. It is not your fault. Understand that. Truth always prevails. Every time in my life, anybody who's ever lied on me, any time in my life, anybody who's ever done me wrong, who's ever said that I wasn't true about what I was saying, the truth has always came out. In most cases, it comes out later than you want. In most cases, it comes out in ways that you would rather not have it come out. But I'm telling you, the truth always prevails. The truth always comes. Light always shines over darkness. I'm telling you. There's going to be times where it doesn't seem like that's happening, but it is going to happen. Truth always prevails. Just keep doing your part. Don't force it. Operate out of love. When they come back, don't shame them. Don't guilt them. Talk to them. Get some understanding. Start setting healthy boundaries going forward. But don't judge them. Don't punish them. Okay, they're not crazy. They're just lost. They're confused. And they're waking up. We all are. All this stuff is being dropped on everybody, okay? If you're somebody like me, then this isn't really bothering you because you've probably already went through this in your life before, you know? Like me, I've been dealing, all this information coming out, I've been through these situations in my own life way before any of this stuff even started happening. Way before 2020 happened. I've been lied to, I've been cheated on, I've been manipulated, I've been crossed out, I've been thrown in the fire, I've been lied to, I've been they told me it was this, it was that. All of that type of stuff has happened in my personal life already. So now that it's happening on a bigger scale with the government, it blows my mind sometimes, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by it. Because it's like, I already went through this. Actually going through it in my personal life, I feel like prepared me for this moment. Which is why I'm able to take it so strong, take it like it's nothing. But understand, I am dealing with it in my own ways as well. But I'm not trying to say like I'm better than anybody else. That's why I do these videos, to teach you guys exactly how to be like me. These are the things you need to do. I practice these on a daily basis. No, I don't always pass. Sometimes I fail tests, all right? But I come back next time like I never failed, and I just keep going, all right? And you can do it too. So don't force anything. But, all right, that's enough. I'm beating a dead horse. All right, guys, but let's do our little shake. We're gonna do a little dance. And for those of you who are new, this is simply to remove all negative beings off of us, all negative energies, all negative, anything that's holding us down, any shackles, any chains, and this is physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in any way. This is what we do, all right? We shake it off. We don't let nothing hold us down because we're free. We're not slaves. No, we're not. I'm not a slave. If you're watching me, most likely you're not a slave, so don't act like it. Be free. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna dance, you know? You guys saw my video. Follow your heart. My heart tells me to dance like this. It ain't the best dancing, but it gets the job done. You see? Just do whatever, bro. Live your life. Live your life. Follow your heart. Think smart. Pray to God. Manifest the life you want. It's not that hard. Okay? Yes, it's harder than what you're used to, but it's not that hard. It's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. It just hasn't been done yet. Maybe you're the one to make it happen. Food for thought. As always, guys, positive thoughts at all times. Stop playing yourself. Keep God first. Your heart in the right place. You will always win. I'm an example. You can be too. All of y'all, but a lot of you guys are winning. You're just being you let all this outside noise is getting in you and it's making you forget. All of us are blessed. Understand that. If you are breathing right now, you are blessed. Okay? Don't let the tough moments in life pull you away from that truth. Okay? You're blessed. Now start acting like it. Positive thoughts at all times. Stop playing yourself. Keep God first, your heart in the right place. You'll always win. Yes, you can. You got this, baby. See you guys. Live your life. Don't force anything.